Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis that's light. Rafe in the city that's light. LED look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get to fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my sit the back that like a pogo. Don't do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable to us and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. Finna got in the gently. Ain't been friends with these. Cause when I was down out of so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke.
Okay, Coach, football, of course, back in L.A. and back at StubHub Center in Carson, California. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Oakland Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to throw on first. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively.
12. Okay.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught on the right side. Williams. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Lost the right.
He'll get it up the middle. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. Throwing, Rivers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. This is Jalen Richard. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Justin Jones there on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. To throw is Brissett. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Rivers on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right. And Guy's man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And give him a gain of 37. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that...
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Brissett on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Flex round. Flex round.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They go play action with Brissett. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
To throw on third down, Rivers. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. On is the Chargers punter now. Back deep for the Raiders, Jalen Richard. Yards that time on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go!
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Ohio! Ohio! Here we go!
From the gun, here's Brissett. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
The Chargers getting set to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach would always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
5-4. Okay.
Out of his end zone, Rivers. Going right side here, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Big play there by Gordon. Give him 58 yards on the ground. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to go up top. And this is hauled in by Williams for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
A first down throw for Brissett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. Sets up the screen to Gordon. Oh, now he bowls him over. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Marcus Gilchrist there to bring him down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
But, oh, has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Here we go! White 90! White 90!
Brissett now on second down. He's going to let this one go deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Following the interception here, Rivers is going to go for a big play down, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, L.A. Tyrell Williams, 78 yards, and the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And some room to work. There goes Melvin Gordon, the 20. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. And they'll run it here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, Brissett. Flushed out right. And that drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And now running right through it. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. And his kick is right through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Here we go!
They run a draw here on 2nd down. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
That's a good explosive run right there on the draw play. And in order for it to be successful, you've got to have some good faking going on and people having a nice little time clock in their head to understand how it all knits together. The offensive line really showing a pass set that they're going to pass block, maybe to draw in those defensive linemen, have them come upfield, and then get past them, hand the ball off to the running back. And oftentimes, he bypasses the guys headed for the quarterback, thinking they're going to get a sack, and gets himself into the secondary. And in this case, he picked up really nice yardage.
Brissett now. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. It was Quincy Wilson that time. Was able to make the play defensively.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So out come the Raiders. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
1st down, Brissett. And incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Brissett. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 22 and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, +3.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
5-4.
On the counter, here's Gordon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and out will come the offense as they take over. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Brissett. Caught left side by Funchess. And down he'll go at the 25. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Get him, boy. Ohio!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Brissett to throw on 1st. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90. Ohio.
To throw, Brissett. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing, Brissett. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Kaiser White. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Quincy Wilson in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Cross to right. Round.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but yeah, you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So for the home team here, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.
car, you just think about everything, man. Definitely when you by yourself and you just cruising on the highway, man. Yeah, this got me thinking. On that cap, swerving through traffic, listening to trap. My windows ain't tinted, so notice me. Four braids empty fitted, yeah, know it's me. I'm everywhere comfortable, but I'm still attentive. A young with money will make offended. I ain't flashy, I'm classy, but I ain't stupid either. Never show up to that's hungry and eager. My brother's keeper, I'm loyal, it's all in my demeanor. A true believer, I believe when they didn't believe her. That's why I don't let opinions affect me. I do what I want to do. If they do or they don't accept me, they expect me to give up. I almost did. Things went from moving faster, slow motion. I was losing focus, stuck on that. It was smooth on the surface, but underneath it was broken. Hoping to find hope in this hopeless world we live in. What you give is what you given. Gotta make wise decisions, gotta stay tunnel vision, gotta avoid collision. Keep scratching the surface and keep your palms itching. Gotta pay moms a visit, it's been a while. I've been working, she keep telling me she miss her child. I find myself passing the house, then I spin around. She say I'm always moving, ma, I just can't sit around. Oh my, cause the cash ain't gon' come to us. When we was down, who gave a dime or gave a for us? So instead of making it hard, I made it fun for us. Make it easy, so when you need it, you just run to us. But it's a lot of pressure, I'm trying to stick and move through this. Fixing these bumps on the road so I can just cruise to this. Living my life on the road, I'm trying to get used to this. And when they throw dirt, I just act like a broom to this. Trying to stay true to this. Even when they lie on me. World on my shoulders, my girl can't even cry on me. God watching over me, the devil probably spy on me. I've been going through some, Kenneth keep an eye on me. I know it's been a drought, but to my fans, don't go dry on me. If you want a picture, take a picture, don't get shy on me. I'm here to inspire, I admire that you admire me. I've been in the dark, but I promise you'll see a brighter me. I'm sorry. To all my supporters, man, I love y'all. I just want to say thank you for supporting me since day one. You don't want to see me win, man. I don't know why, but we gonna win anyway. I came straight out the with a microphone. Boy, I swear I couldn't leave that mic alone. Everybody clear the room, I like to write alone. I'm in my zone, bass bouncing off the styrofoam. I'm never in between, I'm either hot or cold. Can't be a loser, I maneuver like I got a clone. I'm out here in these streets like I ain't got a home. And you barely hear from me like I ain't got a phone. Because there's no days off, there's no days off. I know it sounds a little painful, but it pays off. Social sites was distracting, so I stayed off. Spoke to God, then me and Satan had a face off. I swear my life was like a rocket, then it takes off. First I plotted, then I got it, couldn't wait long. I put the pedal to the metal, then took the brakes off. And I kept it A1 like the steak sauce. My paychecks used to be a pair of Jordans, and I know I can't afford them, but I went ahead and bought them. Then I quit, started, spent my money on recording. Yeah, the studio was small, but man, that made me a fortune. Made me a fortune, man. Trying to stop me. Y'all can't stop me. This is forever. Forever.